this everything that you wish for a birthday episode, Dave?
Yeah.
Got so quiet when he sat back down.
Because we all got nervous.
Just so nerve-wracking.
So he can go all the way across the room and attack.
He can move all the way across the room and attack, almost like someone planned it.
How did that happen?
Greetings, and welcome to episode 8, part 1 of Crucible of Fate. I'm your host and killer DM, David Carter. If this is the first time that you're checking out Crucible of Fate, it is the competitive, high-stakes, open invitational Dungeons & Dragons game show. I encourage all of you to apply if you haven't already. You can check out our website at crucibleoffate.com. It has everything that you need to know about the format of the show, how it all works, how you can become a contestant, and information about my homebrew world, a little bit about my homebrew world in there as well. If you haven't joined our Discord community yet, I really encourage you guys to come and check it out. We're up to about 180 members now, and it's filled with warm, welcoming, passionate fans of Dungeons & Dragons, Crucible of Fate, fantasy in general. And we talk pretty much nonstop. There's someone on there making comments about books, films, music, food, pets, all sorts of things. We organize PvP fight nights and D&D one-offs. So there's always people that are looking to start some Dungeons & Dragons events. And if that's something that interests you, or you feel like you would want to run events for other people, then please do check out the Discord server. The link is in the video description below. I also want to take this opportunity to thank my new patrons on Patreon. So Scott McDonald and Casey Van Camp, thank you guys very much for becoming Eldritch patrons. I really appreciate the support, and just gets me one step closer to my goal of hopefully doing this full time someday. So thank you very much, guys. So that's it for my little spiel here at the beginning. If any of you are considering starting your own YouTube channel or podcast, I wish you the best of luck, but I also suggest that you don't do that when you have a toddler going to daycare for the first year. Otherwise, you're going to be sick the entire time, like I've been. Okay, so now that I'm done whining, let's meet our 6 contestants for tonight. All right, let's meet our contestants for today, who are also helping me celebrate my birthday. It is the Killer DM's birthday today, and I'm super happy to be playing D&D on a Saturday afternoon with all of you fine folks. So let's start in the upper left corner here. Deirdre.
Hey everybody, I'm Deirdre, and like my favorite web-slinging menace, I am from Queens, New York. I've been playing D&D for about 9 years or so now. Went from almost playing weekly, and then, COVID, and then very dependent on online games now. I'm actually a part of a Twitch channel right now. If you like what you see about my character, there is a multiverse variant of her. If you want to take a look at it, we are called Leviathan's Lair D&D on Twitch.
Awesome. Thanks, Deirdre, and we'll make sure that we get those links from you so we can put them in the video description. Welcome to the show, and good luck.
Thank you.
Caleb.
Hi, I'm Caleb Bestie. I've been in Dungeons & Dragons as a forever DM for the past 5 years now. Finally being able to play today. I am an aspiring voice actor. I'm currently taking lessons from the Arcane University on Discord, which is a step-by-step guide on how to do voice acting, 3D modeling, modding for any games, but right now it's focused on the Skyrim and beyond Skyrim mods. So if you feel like joining up with a really supportive community who wants to take the Elder Scrolls and make it even more larger than it is, feel free to join.
Great, thanks very much for being here with us, Caleb. Next up is Todd.
Thanks, Dave. Hi, everybody. My name is Todd Webb. I'm from Tennessee, and like most people say, I started playing D&D in '82 with some of the same friends that I still play with right now. We play about 3 to 5 times a month, where I'm a DM and a player both. My first character was a fighter, and then the DM said, "Well, what's his name?" And I looked around, looked at my drink, and I said, "Knee-high." So my first fighter was named after a great Knee-high. He did really good, but then he died, and I was heartbroken. And later that night in the tavern, the DM brought an NPC cleric and raised him from the dead, and I'm like, oh wow, I am hooked. So been doing it ever since. And I'm very, very happy to report, as of this past Wednesday, Strahd has been removed from the rulership of Barovia. We killed him. He is no more. In my spare time, I landscape our farm in Tennessee. I like to grow raspberries, blackberries, fruit trees, stuff like that. And my wife and I travel a lot. We've got a trip to Italy coming up in May. And today, besides Dave's birthday, is my 16th anniversary. So I love you, Sharon.
Congratulations, Todd. Welcome to the show, and looking forward to playing some D&D with you. Okay, next up, bottom left, we have Dorium.
Hi there. My name's Dorium. I've been playing D&D for a COVID's length, whenever that started. Time doesn't exist anymore. I actually started playing in the 5e module that you buy at any of the stores, the beginner's cassette. As a player, that lasted about a week before I realized that I like the rules too much to not DM. But I've been playing tabletop games for about 9 years, starting with a couple of other systems. Call of Cthulhu is one of my favorites. But I now actually am an aspiring D&D content writer and content creator. I will be starting a channel doing D&D themed cocktails in the near future as the bartender.
Cool.
Nice one.
But yeah, I've been running my homebrew world since about a year into COVID, and that's where I've been spending a lot of my time writing. On the Discord, I co-host the watch parties, so hi everybody, thank you for showing up. I live in San Diego, so it's normally sunny, which is really nice, so it's really hard to be upset. So I'm excited to play. I've been very nervous about this moment, and I'm excited I hope somebody else dies.
Well, thanks very much, Dorium. Definitely excited to have you playing. And all of you guys have been so helpful on the Discord. Dorium, Todd, Caleb as well. Everybody's so active. Shane and Mike making some AI generated stuff. When I say everyone that this Discord is very active, you really have to come and check out this community. We're a super tight knit bunch, and everybody's just putting a ton of effort into making COF and our community in general just a fun and engaging place. So yeah, thanks again, Dorium. All right, next up is Mike, who is here in the Fate's Hand Tavern with me.
Hello. Yes, I was going to say that I've calculated that I started playing 30 years ago, and then unfortunately Todd just beat me there by 10 years. But it's been off and on, definitely. Played when I was little, played in university, took a big hiatus, when I had kids. But yeah, started playing, I think, right when COVID hit. Friends and I were looking for something to do. And since then, I've been mostly actually DMing a homebrew world. So I am very much looking forward to coming in here and playing with all of you guys. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike. And thanks for being here. And last but not least, we have Shane.
What's up, everybody? I'm Shane from deep in Mississippi, Great Oak South. Work full time and actually in school doing seminary work and served at my church and everything, and that's actually how I got involved with D&D and tabletop games. Ended up the youth minister that I was working with. His name's Gunnar Wilson, and he got me involved about 3-4 years ago. Haven't been able to play a full campaign and everything, but it's been fun to get to play, and that's actually how I found out about COF and joined a group on Facebook looking for a consistent group. And it was just saw Dave's post and was like, I'm definitely interested in that. And the blood builds on Thursdays have been awesome. Really enjoyed that. And then just the other one shots that everyone does. I've played in a few other ones, so it's been a lot of fun. And like Dave said, this community has been awesome, and have enjoyed getting to know everybody in here.
Cool. Thanks, Shane. Yeah, and especially for a competitive D&D environment, it just amazes me how, I know we keep saying it, but warm and friendly anyone is. We haven't had a single issue in the Discord, and it's just great to see, despite the competitiveness of the show, that everybody's so helpful. Okay, so that's it for our introductions of our players for this episode. We're gonna just switch to the trailer now for the show, and when we come back, we'll be starting it in character, getting going with Crucible of Fate. Okay, we'll see you in a few minutes, guys.
It's time. Bring them. Offer them riches, offer them glory. I don't care. Just bring me their souls.
As you wish, Master.
Yes.
You think you have what it takes? Every roll can mean life or death. 120 contestants. Who will survive? Who will win? It could be you. This is high stakes D&D.
Your senses begin to return to you as dim blue light permeates inside the Fate's Hand Tavern. The circle of contestants growing ever smaller, with more and more absences and holes as each episode passes, and those who perish within the Crucible do not return. You start to look around at the people next to you, across from you, all around, wondering whether tonight is your night and who will have to face the Crucible of Fate. Expecting to hear the soft footfalls of Dregs, as he would normally call out the names of the contestants for tonight, you're a bit surprised to see that Therangul stands in the middle of the circle, looking with a grin on his face around at all of you. Good evening, everyone. It is great to see you all. I am very, very excited to see who is going to be competing tonight. I apologize for Dregs not being here, but his services doing what he does best. He is out hunting down a lost soul who seems to have escaped from the abyss. But don't worry. I trust my man will be successful, for he has never not been. He will drag this person back to the abyss, whether it's just their soul or their body too. At any rate, it is time to begin tonight's festivities. And he pulls a scroll from within his robes and begins to read out loud the names of the contestants for episode 8. Ellison Halford, Curtius Weiss, Lucius Malrin, Nub, Shay Falconsong, and Tridex. You are the contestants for the Crucible tonight. Please come on down. And as you feel yourselves drop to the floor, landing heavily on your feet. You all begin to get accustomed once again to gravity and holding your own weight, shaking out the uncomfortableness of being in the same position for 8 days now. Looking around at those whose names have also been called, you begin to assess the competition. You feel the circle of contestants disperse away from you as the Fate's Hand Tavern proper begins to apparate all around you. Its dimly glowing torchlight, stonework, and wooden adornments and decorative elements becoming clearer in your vision. I welcome all of you, and by now you are aware that the eyes of truth have begun to examine each and every thing you say, every move that you make, and they will be present for all of your actions and interactions in the games today. But they would also like to get to know you a bit better, as would I. And I'm sure your fellow contestants are eager to learn as much as they can about you before facing mortal peril at your side. Before we get to these introductions, I remind you all once again, you must protect yourselves at all times, for it is highly unlikely that anyone else will. Trust no one, and keep in mind, by the end of tonight, half of you will be dead, and likely at least one of you will be dead at the hands of another. But on that grim note, let's get to know everyone, shall we? Oh, first up, Shay Falconsong, please introduce yourself.
Once the hold of Shay is released and she is on the floor, she immediately checks her left hand as if she's checking for something on her hands. And then from there, she immediately goes to her hip to see if there's something on her hip. And on her hip, there is a ragdoll. She looks relieved that she has both of whatever it is that she was looking for. Shay is a short-haired, elven-looking woman. Full, probably in her 30s, if you were to judge by an actual age. She has scale mail armor, a leather trench coat with the sleeves off. Her armor is showing through there. She has a shield on her back, and on that shield is a symbol which looks like an hourglass. And at the bottom of the hourglass, as the sands fall down, there is a skull. At her other side, opposite of the doll, there is a mace, and around her hip, there are some vials. There is a gentle scent about Shay. You can get the scent of pine and fresh snow, or as if you should be expecting snow. She has a look of disdain at both Theramgol and the Eyes of Fate. She does not like where she is, but she doesn't say anything.
Can't help it. The way you're looking at me is kind of hurtful, Shay. Next, perhaps we could meet Lucius Malloran.
And as he comes to his senses. Coming back to his full height, he stands about 6'3" and is a male tiefling wearing what looks to be some kind of silk shirt, but a little bit flowy purple shirt, and circus pants. But around his waist, there are 2 vials hanging from one hip and a rapier. He also has a lute that is attached to his back by a strap that goes across his chest. And as he stands to his height, you can hear the faint sound of some kind of metal jangling as he moves. His eyes are yellow and pupilless, so it's hard to see where he's exactly looking. Where's his focus at? And his horns go back along his skull, right with a jet black mop of hair that is slicked back and a small goatee on his chin. And as he comes to standing, he looks around at the rest of the group, looks to Thurmgul. I don't care what I'm here for. If it's your game or whatever. All I want is to make sure that my prize will be there when I win.
I assure you, Lucius, should you win, your prize will be there for you, guaranteed. But of course, there is less than a 1% chance of you winning, you realize.
For her, there's no risk of me losing.
Oh, how romantic. Look forward to meeting her. Next, Nub. Perhaps you might have the prize for shortest name.
That's real funny, Theron Goon.
Ooh.
Nub is a tall, thin male, over 6 feet, barely 100 pounds. He has elvish features, white hair that's very wind-chapped and leathery, near albino-like skin and eyes. His clothes are self-made. There's a lot of rips in them. His belt is a rope. His clothes are made out of sailcloth. He has a sea blue scale mail, a shield, rapier, a bow. On his shield, there's a very crudely, by someone who doesn't have any artistic talent, a symbol of a ship in a storm, lightning bolts, and a symbol of Iden. He's got a lot of ropes, vials, pouches on him. And he says, "My name is Nub, gone by that name ever since a belaying pin pinched off the end of my finger there. My captain and crew were killed by pirates, and I hid in the bilge water below deck, but no more am I'm going to hide from bullies. I was tracking these pirates until this happened, and I was brought here, so I couldn't find them. No matter if you're good, you're evil, however you feel about life and death and other people, nobody likes a bully. And Theron Goon, you are a bully, and you're being bullied. Hey guys, we have seen cooperation against the Nightwalker nearly brought him down. So I say, no matter what your beliefs are, we cooperate together and stick it to the next bully, and then we stick it to Theron Goon, and then we stick it to Theron Goon's master, and get the hell out of here. Now, who's gonna be with me? I turn to Therangoon and I say, you've got one chance. These people are going to band against you. May not be me, may not be any of these guys. You've got one chance to redeem yourself for your past sins. Because when we come for you, if you help us take out your master, you can stop being bullied yourself, and you might just get some of your past life back. Praise Iden.
A very moving speech, Nub. I didn't see a lot of hands going up in your support, though. I appreciate your sentiment and your courage, but I don't think you have all of the facts of the situation here, and some bullies may be beyond simply standing up to. But I wish you the best of luck in facing your own, and perhaps we will talk more in the future. I appreciate you dressing up for the event nonetheless. Ellison Halford.
So as Ellison comes out of stasis, you actually will see him fall first and foremost. He lands on his feet and like crumbles at the knees. You see this shorter, human-like person with like longer brown hair, wearing kind of ornately colored, very floral patterned leather on his top half, and just very comfortable, like cut at the shin pants that seem more for running around and playing in the yard than they do for protecting himself. As he looks around, you guys start hearing him laugh at first, and the laugh begins to like change into this uncomfortableness. Dad, that was so much fun. Can we? Dad? He looks up at Dharamgul and the rest of the group. Says, "Where's my daddy? Someone, where's my daddy?" And you'll see that on his person he carries a rapier from his hip, which he's grabbing and starts holding up as though it were a sword, and he starts pointing at everybody, terrified. And I don't know what's going on. Help.
Oh my, young one, I am so sorry. I can't believe the audacity of bringing a child into a place like this. Who is responsible for this? Shame on them. I'm sure your father is fine, and I'm sure he had nothing to do with you being sent here. But I would be careful who you point the sharp end of that thing at right now. These ones who stand amongst you might be your only chance at survival, young Ellison.
Okay, I'm sorry. And he's gonna step back and just kind of look around at everybody again.
Tridex.
So Tridex is a muscular elf. He's got spiky hair, a strong jaw. You see shield and scale mail. However, it's not really his striking features or armor that really draws the eye. It's the fact that he's got weapons strapped all over his body. He's got a bandolier of darts. He has got javelins sticking out in every direction. He's got like a short bow and a rapier. It kind of gives you the impression of a porcupine with all the sharp edges like glistening off the light of the tavern. And he takes a step forward. He stretches a little bit and he looks around at everyone. You get the sense that he's weighing everyone's strengths and weaknesses. Finally, he actually looks upwards at the eyes of truth and spreads his arms out wide. And he says, "I, Tridex, of the Wind Valley have come to participate in your game. And with his arms still outstretched, you see him start to spin slowly. I, the Slayer of Stones, the Purveyor of Truth, and the Keeper of Souls, will be your champion. And with that, he lowers his arms and kind of looks at the rest of you. And he nods his head at each of you as he continues to speak. But if there's anything I have learned from watching the other brave souls that have come before us, I cannot survive alone. We cannot survive alone. Because of that, I offer you my aid to any that seek it. If you wish to ally, an ally that will protect your back and work with you in the trials to come, all you have to do is ask. And seek me out during the intermissions. And he glances back up at the eyes of truth. As you get the sense that he's actually looking for a particular set of eyes. But when he doesn't see what he finds, he walks over and sits down at the bar, slams his hand down, rattling the dishes. Bartender, do you have anything to eat in this accursed place? No offense there, McGool. I feel like I haven't eaten in an age.
Sorry to disappoint you, Tridex, but there's no food or drink here. And I have to say, that's quite the armament you have. Windwalker, I suppose maybe you should have found this one first. Maybe you wouldn't have run out of weapons, huh? Welcome, Tridex, and best of luck. That was a rousing speech. Hopefully some answer your call for aid or protection. And last but not least, Courteous Vice.
So as Courteous comes back from stasis, and you see him just kind of land on his feet very agilely, and you don't see any kind of armor. He's actually wearing some black cloth, just kind of covering his whole body, almost kind of like a monkish type style, and having a short sword at his side, a couple pouches, maybe even seeing some darts and a blowgun and needles. And so as he comes in and he's actually 5'10", about 170, so fairly big build, or muscular build. And so, but as he comes to, he'll say, Courteous Vice, I would say it's a pleasure to meet you all, but given the current situation, it's not such a pleasant thing, since who can we trust? But I know I definitely like to work with people, so as he stares at the big armored and weaponed one, you definitely look like you can take some hits. I'm definitely looking to work with anyone that's willing to work. But he just kind of stands there and says, I guess we'll just have to do what we do here.
Indeed. You will all have to do what you have to do to survive. I trust by watching the groups that have come before you, waiting until the end to make your move can sometimes be a fatal mistake. Perhaps you should always be looking for the right time to strike during the first couple of games, But that's just me. I just work here. You don't have to listen to my advice. Now that we have met you all, and the Eyes of Truth have begun to finalize their bets and wagers upon your souls, I have been informed by the Eyes of Truth they definitely prefer to have the game Hunter and Hunted played first, and I am certainly willing to entertain a slight change in the format of the show at the beck and call of the supporters. So, There's no need to roll for which game we will play. You will be playing Hunter and Hunted. Shay, could you please roll a d20 to determine which Hunter and Hunted game zone you will be entering today?
I suppose I don't have a choice.
Ooh, a 1. A natural
Not a good
1.
portent.
Get the ones out early.
Thank you.
That's what I'm hoping.
Shay, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for rolling a 1. While I make the necessary preparations to ensure this game zone is operational and ready to receive you, I will give you now 5 minutes to discuss amongst yourselves. Do not underestimate the importance of these initial discussions you have with one another, for it may be the last time that you get to speak. You have 5 minutes on the clock and may begin now.
So Ellison is looking around and sees Shay's ragdoll and is gonna walk up and say, I like your doll. I'm Ellison. Nice to meet you. I think you. I don't know if they said your name, but hi.
Hello, young one. My name is Shay.
Nice
to meet you too.
What's her name? And he points at the ragdoll.
Shay's go look mournfully at it. Alice. Her name is Alice.
Well, nice to meet you and Alice.
Hey, Tridex,
Yeah.
come on over. I've got exactly what you need. Somehow we were sustained without food and water, but I always want something to eat before battle. And Nub pulls off his backpack. He pulls out a bag of oats. He's got a few spoons and bowls. And he says, everybody, come on over. We haven't had anything to eat in a while. This may be our last meal. We should have a last meal together. And I start making some oatmeal. And I tell you guys, this is a recipe from a friend of mine, Larry. Larry eats it all the time. And, nothing up the sleeve. I just make some oatmeal and I put it in bowls and I give to everybody. And I'm like,
Tridex
maybe
looks
the
down
last
at the oats and he looks back up at you and says, "Do you have any meat?"
no.
Allison looks at Shay and Alice. Well, do you want to go? It would be nice to eat.
Have a bowl, Ellison. It'll calm your nerves.
I take the bowl and start eating slowly.
I stop him as soon as he picks up the bowl.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's your choice, young one, but be wary.
Right. Sorry.
If it could be our last meal, I definitely will take some.
Sure. It may not be too good. Larry's an old soul, works at a tavern, and it may not be a great recipe, but this is all I've got, guys. And I eat my bowl full.
Tridex walks up to Shay, actually, and he looks down at you, Shay, and he says, "If I'm not mistaken, I sense the scent of autumn on the air. I believe you and I are kindred in that respect."
You may be right.
If you have need of someone to watch your back, please reach out. I think we could make a great team. And then he steps back over and kind of picks up some of the oats and then just kind of drops it in the bowl. "Sorry, Nub, this wasn't what I was looking for."
I think while they're doing that, Ellison's gonna walk away to not interrupt and approach Lucius. Say,
Lucius, yeah.
I like your loot. I play music too. And then he's gonna like indicate the pan flute that he carries around a string around his neck. Like, I'm probably not as good as you, but my dad really likes it when I play in the garden. He says it helps the flowers grow. And nice to meet you.
You see where Lucius had been like really stony faced, kind of in this like anger and aggression. All of that just melts as this child comes up to him, and he kneels down to be eye level with Ellison and goes, I think that whenever you grow up, you're going to be the best flutist the world's ever seen. Never give up the craft. It's helped me. And he takes this lute off, and looking at the lute up close now, you see that there's gold engraving in the wood that is very ornate filigree. Doesn't look like he would have the money to be able to spend on this. And the lute, the way that he handles it is almost like he's holding his own child.
Very touching, Lucius. I'm sure you're very skilled. Unfortunately, our time is up, but I do not want to end this little session without giving the opportunity to Curtius to say anything. Curtius, you have 30 seconds to yourself.
Yes, no, do appreciate the food, and while it is what it is, I am thankful for it. And I do walk over and I say, I do like to listen to some music. What all do you guys play? Talking to Ellison and Lucius.
Well, I play the flute most often, but I also play the viol. And at that point is when you notice that on his back he's actually carrying a miniature child-sized viol, which is apparently bigger than a violin. Who knew? And on his hip next to his rapier is actually the bow of a viol that he accidentally grabs on occasion.
Pardon me, but it's time we move on to the next step in our episode here tonight. It was very interesting. Lots of crossing alliances and people reaching out and offering help. Who's to say which ones are true and which ones are false? Before we begin our pre-game intermission action, I would like to review with all of you what is in the gift shop. As you all observe Theramgul, he takes a few steps backwards, and with a wide smile on his face, he just motions behind him and half turns as the tavern kind of twists around you, and as the stonework and wood kind of fades away, the gift shop display cases form around you. I just wanted you all to be able to see the wares that are available. In the last couple of episodes, people have really gone a bit wild, purchasing all of the gear that has been made available to them. So this is all brand new stock I have in. Please observe. And what you guys see in Tier 1, you see a cream-colored pearl about 2 inches in diameter. You see a black wand with thin silver filigree all over the entire length of the wand, and a red hourglass symbol emblazoned upon it. in Tier 2, you all see a blade that seems to shift in shape and size according to your needs. The blade is dark gray, like a matte dark gray finish, and a hilt that depicts two intertwined snakes. The heads at opposite ends are carved to appear to be biting the tail of the other. The second item within Tier 2, a wand made of smooth dark brown wood. 5 dimly glowing metal rings encircle the wand at equidistant points. In Tier 3, a thick leather belt with a large copper ovular buckle depicting the foothills of an unknown mountain range. And lastly, in Tier 3, a pair of fine leather boots, beautifully crafted. Embossed into the leather are scenes and symbols depicting Idan, hurricanes, tornadoes, and other storm imagery. I trust that these items have caught some of your eyes. I cannot stress enough the importance of this next roll you're about to do, because whoever goes first in these actions may have first dibs. A point to consider indeed. So, it is time to move on. Shall we prepare for our intermission actions? Shay, if you could roll your initiative first, please.
16.
16. Lucius. 21. The nub. 8. Ellison. 18. Tridex. 14. Curtius. 10. Lucius, you are first up. What would you like to do for your pre-game intermission action?
I'd like to parlay.
Very well. With who?
With Tridex and Ellison.
I am afraid you can only choose one. It costs you an action for each.
Very well. Tridex.
Tridex. In just one moment, I will grab him. Welcome, Tridex. You have been summoned into the parlay circle by Lucius. Do you accept or refuse?
I accept.
Very well, then, gentlemen, you have 3 minutes to discuss, and it begins now.
Hello, Lucius. I see you're interested in a truce.
I would like a truce, yes. I want to make it all the way to the end. You seem like the one to do it with.
So do I. So do I. I would be interested as well in a truce. If you had to bring someone else into our party, who do you think you would choose?
Logic would dictate probably Shay, but I am not comfortable with leaving the boy defenseless.
I have given this some thought. Honestly, I believe this is no place for a boy. As sad as I must say, it might be best just to end it now before he has to go through with more hell, as it were. But I know that you wish to protect him. Do you really want to drag him through this day after day, challenge after challenge?
If we must, let's give him a merciful death.
Agreed. You see Tridex, he's struggling a little bit with this, but resolutely he nods. He thinks it's the right choice. I feel that Shay would be a good addition to our team. And I may reach out to her, actually, and tell her of our alliance.
I appreciate it.
Who do you think would be the greatest threat?
No matter how cheerful he seems, Nub, something doesn't feel right about that.
Very well. I agree. Okay. Let's do this.
For whenever you say agree, he puts out his hand and he grabs onto your forearm.
Excellent.
Very
Let's
well.
go.
Greetings, Ellison. It is your turn for your pre-game intermission action. What would you like to do?
I think I'd like to go to the store, Mr. Tharamgul.
Okay, no problem. Please follow me. Tell me, young man, what interests you here in the gift shop?
Is anything missing?
No, all of the gifts that I have previously described are still there.
That wand looks really pretty. On tier 1, I believe it's a black wand.
Yes, you are interested in purchasing this?
I think so.
Okay, would you like it just for this episode or permanently?
I think I'll keep it permanently. Or as permanent as can be, I guess.
Well, you must be optimistic about these things, right? In that case, it is time to get you to roll for your consequence. 7. This is a homebrew condition of mine called Frail. Your con-based checks and saving throws are at disadvantage.
Okay. Sure. Mr. Tharamgul? What is the wand?
It is a wand of web.
Oh.
It has 7 charges, and you can use an action to cast web with a DC of 15. It also regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges at dawn.
Okay. That sounds great.
Is there anything else that you would like to purchase, Alyssa?
Yes, actually. Mr. Tharamgul. I know you gave us these gifts, but I don't think a jug full of wine is appropriate for someone my age. I was wondering if I might be able to sell it to the store and buy something that might help me survive a little longer.
Gladly, I am not offended. You may sell the gift that I gave you. It is yours after all.
Oh, well, thank you very much. So will that be at half then?
Yep, half of the sane item value.
You want me to go ahead and do the shopping on camera, or do you want me to do that?
You can do that on your own. I trust you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Tharamgul. I hope we can put on a good show for you.
That's a very sweet thing to say, Ellison. I hope you can too. And if you don't make it, I will keep an eye out for you to make sure nothing overly untoward happens to you here throughout eternity.
Well, thank you very much.
No.
I'm sure my time in the nature realm will prove to your enjoyment here forward.
No problem.
But until then, everyone else has to think, this is who I am. So, I'll see you soon.
I like it. I like it. A very cunning young man. Until we speak again, Allison. Greetings, Shay. It is time for your pre-game intermission action. What would you like to do?
I would like to parlay with Tridex.
No problem. Wait one moment, please, while I invite him. Tridex, you have been summoned to a parlay circle by Shay. Do you accept or refuse?
I accept.
Very well. You have 3 minutes to parlay starting now.
Hello, Tridex.
Hello, Shay.
I appreciate you coming forth so boldly as to make a connection with me previously. Might be hard to tell, but I am not very trusting of people.
I mean, I can understand that given where we are right now. I just feel in order to survive, we need to trust someone or others. And having at least some connection is better than no connection.
Agreed. I see you look like you're quite capable.
I have been around the block, as it were, yes.
I must say, I as well. And now that we're a little bit closer up, you can notice that she has a deep scar across her face.
I see you have been in many battles, as have I. I think the experience will be needed in the times to come.
Agreed. With your battle prowess and possibly my aid, I am able to heal as needed. I hope we can forge an alliance. I don't suggest a soul bond yet, but
the penalties for that, if one of us dies, are immense. I must admit, this is fortuitous, as I have an alliance already, and we have called out that we would like you to join it as well. I have already speaking with Lucius. What are your thoughts on him? Do you think he is trustworthy enough to bring into our fold?
I believe so. I liked what I saw, how he handled Elias. I do have a soft spot for children, and seeing that as well with him, I liked that. I also noticed it looked like you were looking for somebody in the crowd. Are you expecting someone here?
Not here, as it were, but I do believe there is someone watching me as we speak. My goal, if we can get to the end of this, would be to be reunited with them. But we shall see, because that time is a long way off. We have other matters to discuss, though, and time is precious.
Actually, your time has expired.
Very well.
Thank you very much to both of you. I will now return you to the waiting room until we finish intermission actions. Greetings, Tridex. It is now your turn for intermission action. You have been quite the popular contestant today already,
I see the others admire and respect strength, as I admire and respect them seeing that strength. For my interaction, I would like to visit the gift shop.
Gift shop?
As it seems like I already have some alliances made.
Very well. Fate has made your choice easy. You'll notice that in Tier 1, the wand is gone. However, that is the only item from the gift shop that is missing. Tell me, Tridex, what would you like to purchase today?
I would like the belt on tier 3.
The belt in tier 3. Would you like to keep this belt just for tonight or forever? However long that might be for you.
Let's go forever.
Commitment. I like it. In that case, could you please roll your first d20? A 15. Minus 2 dex.
I will keep it.
Then you may roll again. An 8. I am afraid I must start speaking telepathically to you now, Tridex, for it appears you are now deafened.
That is unfortunate. But I will keep it.
Very well. It's time for your last roll, please. A 13. You are now slowed.
Fate Sphere.
Very well. You will use a Fate Sphere to re-roll. Twice as deafened, it seems, Tridex. That will be applied to you twice.
So I must roll as Fate Sphere. If I get rid of it, it will only remove 1. Correct?
Correct.
I will have to Fate Sphere this.
Second Fate Sphere used, and please roll again. A 7. A homebrew condition of mine called Frail. So your con-based checks and saving throws are at disadvantage.
I will have to keep it.
You are the proud new owner of a Belt of Hill Giant Strength, which gives you it changes your strength score to 21.
Excellent. I believe that will be all. I don't know if I can afford to go through another round of this.
Greetings, Courteous. It is your turn for your intermission action. What would you like to do?
Hello there, Tango. I would love to visit the item shop. Curious as to what's been taken or not been taken.
No problem. The environment around you shifts back to the gift shop, which you saw previously. You notice right away that in Tier 1, the wand is gone, and in Tier 2, the belt is gone. But all of the other items remain. Is there anything here that you are interested in, Courteous?
I would love to take those 2 items in Tier 2, and I would like to keep those 2.
Permanently, you mean?
Permanently.
We will do the blade first. Could you please roll a d20? You are now frail. Your con-based checks and saving throws are at disadvantage. Your second roll, please. A 16. Oh, the old constitution is taking a bit of a shit-kicking. -2 con. That is everything for your first item, and I would like to congratulate you on being the proud new owner of a Sword of Vengeance. This is a +1 blade of any type that you would like. However, I am also happy to tell you this item is cursed. It's our first cursed item of Crucible of Fate. Congratulations.
Alright.
So, if you use any different weapon other than this blade, your attack rolls are at disadvantage.
Okay.
Also, if anybody damages you, or if any creature damages you, you must attack them non-stop until either you or that creature drop to 0. Now, your consequences for your second item. 16 again, a -2 con.
Alright.
For a total of -4, I believe. Next roll, Curtius. 19. -2 charisma. Will that be all for your shopping needs, Curtius Weiss?
I believe that is, because you've already said that other wand and belt were taken, so I am content with my purchases. What is the wand?
That is a Wand of the War Mage +1. So it's +1 to spell attack rolls, and you ignore half cover while using the wand to cast a spell attack. Very well. We will see you in the game shortly. Take care, Curtius. I apologize for the delay, Nub. I hate to keep you waiting, but it is your time to conduct your pre-game intermission action. What would you like to do?
Nub is eating his bowl of oatmeal. He motions over the table and picks a bowl that wasn't eaten up and said, "Here, Thamgul, it's probably been a long time since you've had anything from the real world. Hey, might as well have a bowl."
I'm afraid I cannot accept gifts from any contestants, Nub. That could be seen as bribery. I am a being of integrity, you understand?
Not, I cough. Yeah, integrity.
It does look,
not a bribe.
It does look rather...
Just a meal.
It does look rather creamy, though.
It's very creamy. It's got a special recipe. Okay, for my intermission action, I would like to parlay with Shay.
I'd like to parlay with Shay. Just one moment, please, and I will summon her. Greetings, Shay. You have been summoned to the parlay circle by Nub. Do you accept or refuse?
I'll accept.
Very well. You have 3 minutes to say what you must to one another, starting now.
Hi, Shay. I bow down, a little awkward, but I noticed the hourglass, the skull symbol, so I'm assuming you worship a god of fate, time, death, something like that. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes. My Lord Kyrus.
Lord Kyrus. As I worship Iden. Parlays are here to make an alliance, and I want to offer an alliance with you. I've been studying the equipment that you have while we were in suspended animation. I may not look like much now. I may look like a ragtag soul with nothing to offer, but I guarantee you that I have a plan. Would you be willing to accept this offer? And I know a lot of people offer, they go back on their word. Actions mean more than words. But if you will accept, I'll show you in actions that I can be trustworthy. I think we would make a good team.
Neb, I'm not going to lie. You outright told us about your cowardice and how you react to danger. If I were to accept this, I would need to see this action out of you. Because actions do speak louder than words.
I'm a changed man since that time in the ship. When I did act like a coward, I decided to stand up, and I stand up to bullies now. That's why I told Therngould what I did. In a gesture to show you that my actions are, I'm going to give you a regular potion of healing. Now, do you believe me?
I think we'll have to see in this upcoming challenge how you react when your life is put to the test and when it is your life over the others.
I understand.
If we both come out of this, I am willing to
And that is your
readdress.
3 minutes. I apologize for interrupting, but it's my job, you know? And so concludes the parley between two opposing deities. Exciting. It also concludes the intermission actions. I will see you both momentarily. Excellent, everyone. Your intermission actions are now complete, and it is time for us to move on with the rest of the game. As we have already been informed, tonight you will be playing Hunter and Hunted. We have rolled for the room, and it's all ready for you. So it's time to make your way to the game zone. If you would all please follow me. He just kind of waves and turns around and starts to walk off. And as he does so, the tavern disperses and the massive gates for the gated gallery or gallery of gates appear before you guys. The doors begin to swing open very smoothly, and you all see the impressive sight of the rows and columns of monolithic stones, some of which are now alight, revealing the rooms that have been visited before. As you all approach, you can see in the Hunter and Hunted column the light of another approaching monolith make its way, jumping from stone to stone until it arrives at the one in the front. If any of you have any changes to your character's appearance post-intermission action, I would like you to announce them, and if there's anything that you want to say before stepping in, go ahead, and we'll just do this a bit in order. I believe it would be most polite to let Curtius go first. Huh?
You just may see that Curtius is now holding a new sword at his side, and he's just kind of grabbing that, ready to move forward into the next round, or into the Hunter or Hunted.
Tridex.
What? I can't hear you. And you see him, he speaks really loud. He's like, I've been deafened, but I got this cool little belt. I think it was worth it. I do have a way of getting rid of it, but I don't want to waste the potion. So, if you need me, throw a stone at me or something. Thanks.
Curtius just taps him on the shoulder.
Shay.
I'm not doing anything other than just tapping them.
Shay will don her existing shield. No changes, just getting it ready, and have her mace in her hand.
Nub.
No change in Nub. He has a shield in one hand and nothing in the other hand.
Lucius.
No physical change in Lucius, but he does turn to Tharamgul, and then are the Eyes of Truth currently watching?
Always.
He takes his lute and he strums a fast chord, and he looks up to the Eyes of Truth and then at Tharamgul, and he sings out, "Here we are, don't turn away now. We are the warriors that built this town."
Very well done. Thank you for that. Ellison.
So you'll notice that Ellison is carrying a different sword now. Still a rapier, but it's thorned along its length. Kind of has a floral motif to it as well, kind of matching his armor. He's actually going to take the viol off his back and set it down. And say, "Mr. Tharamgul, I'd like to leave this here and get it back when I come back. If I come back."
I understand. Believe me, there'll be plenty of eyes keeping watch over it for you. It will be safe here.
Other than that, he's got a couple of his little saddlebag thing is looking a little more full, or about as full but less round.
Okay, as you all make your way inside of the portal, you feel the hands of the shadowed grasp get a hold of you, pulling you forward into the tunnel. It's a very uncomfortable feeling as these hands are all over you, passing you from one pair to the next, and so on as you get pushed through. As a bit of light appears on the other end, you hear what sounds like casting, like arcane verbal components to casting. It's muffled though where you are in the tunnel, and you're unable to make out the words, and for those of you trained in the arcane arts, you just can't pick out enough of the elements to make any sort of a guess at what spell it is. As your senses adjust to your new location, you see that the floor is made of stone. The ceilings are 30 feet high. 4 pillars reach to the ceiling. A circular dais right here. A circular dais about a foot tall sits on the far side of the room. You see a figure in red robes with a maniacal look on his face standing upon this dais as he completes some sort of arcane ritual. Energy swirls throughout the room, glyphs and sigils alight with magical power. A great rending, deafening tear cracks throughout the room as the floor begins to break away. The smell of sulfur and ash permeates the room, and you are all hit with a blast of heat as the wailing screams of those burning and suffering within the hells hits your ears. The rip through reality expands along the center of the floor, creating a 20-foot radius opening, which is this flaming circle you see in the middle. The robed figure laughs maniacally as he stares at you with crazed eyes, an amulet of Nyla around his neck. suddenly, a massive flaming whip snaps out of the pit on the floor, wrapping around the waist of the man, searing his flesh and igniting his robes. He is hurled forward over the pit, slamming into the circular edge in front of you all. He grabs onto the ledge for just a moment as he looks at you all and says, "You will die, you fools," before being ripped out of sight. At this moment, a massive creature bursts up out of the opening, hovering in midair. Huge brown wings flap slowly but powerfully. Its brown skin and heavily muscled body adorned with ancient pieces of armor. In one hand, a massive longsword crackling with electrical energy, and in the other, a long flaming whip. I know the mini doesn't quite match up, but this is my buddy at Night & Son who painted this one as well, and he did a fantastic job on the mini. We'll have links to his account below. So, getting back to it though. Long horns extend out of his head. He gazes down at you all, inhaling deeply.
At last, I breathe the air of freedom once again. Mortals, I shall savor the destruction of your flesh and will feast upon your souls.
And that is where we will begin. Nub, it's your turn. 2 minutes on the clock.
For bonus action, I'm going to use a potion of heroism.
Potion of heroism. Acknowledged.
Action. I am going to cast mirror image on myself. I used spell slot, and then I'm going to move toward my ally. That's across from the number 13 along the wall. Along the wall as far as I can toward Lucius.
Very well. And 3 duplicates?
Yes.
There you go, sir.
Action, bonus action, movement, I'm done.
Shay, you are next.
Bonus action first. I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And the form of this weapon for now is a giant hourglass.
Where would you like your spiritual weapon placed?
On the dais.
Okay, and the range on that is how far?
60 feet.
Okay, no problem. I'll put it right here for you.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Sacred Flame on it and see what happens. Let me make a Dex 13 saving throw.
It doesn't have a specific saving throw for Dex, so I'll be doing a Dex check. It fails with an 8. Please roll your damage.
Okay.
One radiant damage?
Radiant, yes. I'm going to move 15 feet to my left, like towards my my spiritual weapon.
Okay. Straight along the wall? 5, 10,
Yes.
15?
That will be my turn.
That's it for Shay. All right. Lucius, it is your turn.
I'm going to take, as a bonus action, my potion of heroism. Use that to get the extra 10 hit points. Is that temporary? Yeah, 10 temporary hit points. I'm going to cast Bane on it. Needs to roll a 13 charisma saving throw.
13 charisma, which happens to have a plus 12 to it.
Oh, God.
For a 31.
Yeah, that succeeds.
Courteous, it is your turn.
Courteous will move to that pillar to the left using his full speed.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Yes. And then he'll actually cast Minor Illusion, casting like a wall to his right.
That is a 5-foot wall.
And that is Courteous's move.
Ellison, it's your turn.
Ellison is going to dig into his bag first and pull out a scroll. I hope this works! And I'm going to use a second level spell scroll and cast Lesser Restoration on myself to get rid of my condition if possible.
You pull out the scroll, calling on the magical components within it and unleash it, but unfortunately it does not seem to have any effect on the condition that is ailing you.
Oh no. Well, maybe this, and he'll grab his pan flute and he'll play a song and then look out at everybody. You'll see, like, if anybody's looking at him, you'll see that, like, he just becomes lit up. His, like, skin brightens up. He almost looks taller, ages just a little bit as his hair kind of becomes imbued with this magical energy. And I'm going to use a bonus action to use one of my bardic inspirations and use my mantle of inspiration. Giving, let's see. Everyone's within 60 feet, roughly, correct?
Of you?
Yeah.
Not everyone, no. It is quite a big room, and actually I should have told you guys this before. So the entire length of the room is 90. It's a 90-foot square.
Okay. Could I have moved prior to them doing so then?
Yep.
Or?
Yep.
Okay. Then can I move? I'm this guy here in the corner, yes?
Yes, right here.
I'm going to move toward... Oh, God. I guess I'm going to move toward these doors as close as I can get. It's 30 feet, I believe.
Yep.
I think then these two over here should be within my reach, within 60 feet now.
I would think so. Yep, so the two over here are the only ones in range.
Okay, so I'm going to target each of them and myself, because I believe number of creatures that you can see and can see you. They are each going to gain 5 temporary hit points and may use their reaction to move up to their speed without provoking opportunity attacks if they'd like so choose.
Okay, very well. In that case, Nub, would you like to use your reaction to move?
Sure. Can I say a word to Lucius, or does this have to move?
Your reaction as you're moving, you could get a quick word out.
Lucius, let's stick together. Come on, go with me. Bard's friendly. So I'm going to move toward Elson, who cast that. And where would I be if I moved the full 30? 5, 10.
30?
30.
Right here.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, Lucius, would you like to use your reaction to move?
I will. I'm going to move towards the corner that doesn't have Tridex in it. So the corner directly
There you go.
And then because I was a target of that ability as well, I also get to use my reaction to move.
Okay, where would you like?
I will be using my reaction to hide behind this pillar to the left. I believe it's like H something. Yep.
Perfect. Okay. Tridex, it is your turn.
Tridex looks at him and he says, "He's really big. What did he say?" And then he moves towards the pillar that's right in front of him, and he tries to get right behind it. And you see him take out a dart out of his bandolier and just toss it.
All right, go ahead and make your attack roll, please.
Can I actually bonus rage really quick?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so bonus rage, and then so 10 to hit.
A 10 does not hit this creature as your dart goes wide. He is last to go in the initiative order. It is now his turn. So I'm going to roll a d6, everybody's favorite part of this game, to see who is going to be the target of this attack. And I'm using this sheet here. So number 1 is Ellison, number 2 is Courteous, 3 is Lucius, 4 is Nub, 5 is Shay, 6 is Tridex. Tridex.
I'm gonna take it.
Tridex is gonna take it.
Brave man. Brave man.
Oh, so brave.
Using his powerful wings, begins to beat them furiously. As he moves 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna stop here. The flaming whip goes back over his head. It snaps out towards Tridex. For 32 to hit, which will be, can't really see with the dice there, I believe that's 15 slashing damage, plus 9 fire damage. And as it wraps around you, Tridex, I need you to make a strength saving throw, please. And just to be clear, I'm just saying what damage is coming at you and leaving it to you to incorporate your rage. Okay. A 22.
So I believe I have advantage because I'm raging.
Yep.
So I have 22.
Yep. 22. As this wraps around you, you feel a massive tug as you look at this creature and its enormous physique, and it tries to pull you in close to him. You plant your feet and hold steady, and it kind of like has a look of surprise on its face. Not being able to pull you in, it will use the rest, some more of its movement, to get a bit closer to you, which is now up to 40 feet that it has used of flying. And will strike at you with its longsword. A 19 to hit. So with this longsword, you take 17 slashing damage and 18 lightning damage.
Oh.
But that concludes the creature's turn.
Thank God.
We are now at the top of round 2, and it is Nub's turn.
If I moved up to the left of that column, would I be 10, 15, 20? Would I be within 30 feet of him?
To the left of the column?
Yeah, right. Or
Yep, you'd be within 30 feet.
what if I were just 30 feet? Right to the left of him, exactly 30 feet?
Yeah, if you were here, you'd be
Okay.
30 feet away.
I will move there with whatever that takes. I will use Hexblade's Curse as a bonus action.
Bonus action, Hexblade's Curse.
As an action, I will cast Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay. Is there a save for Hexblade's Curse?
No.
Okay, I'm going to put this magical effects token on one of his wounds. Won't fit over his head. Eldritch Blast, let's have your attack roll, please, Neb.
Oh, god damn it. That was close.
22 to hit. That is a hit. Please roll your damage.
2 plus the Hexblade's Curse, so a total of 4.
Okay, 4 damage. And what type of damage is that? Sorry.
That is force damage, and move the creature 10 foot along the wall. Repelling blast.
Okay, so 10 feet.
10 feet.
Very well.
And ever how much movement I have left,
10 feet left.
I will move back the way I came, just 10 feet back.
Okay. It is Shay's turn.
Am I within 60 feet of him?
Yep, 55.
Excellent. I'm going to point at the creature with my mace and cast Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead?
It'll be a Wisdom 13.
Wisdom 13. He does have a Wisdom saving throw. 25.
Alright, so nothing happens for that. Bonus action, I would like to move my spiritual weapon 20 feet closer to him.
5, 10, 15, 20.
I'm going to scoot over next to Cardius and his wall. If that's possible. And Cardius, you were the one that casted Bane, correct?
No, that was
Lucius.
Okay.
Lucius.
Which didn't take hold.
You said you wanted to move over towards the wall?
Nope.
Yes. Oh well, the wall that Cardius put up.
My minor illusion.
Yeah.
Okay. It's only 5 feet and it's beside him currently, right here.
It's all right. Then behind him is fine.
Okay. Right there?
That's fine.
Lucius, you are up.
I'm going to use Vicious Mockery. I'll shout out in Infernal. If anyone else has Infernal as their language, they hear, "You are a disgrace to the 9 hells. Go back to where you come from." Then it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
$17.
Using a Fate Sphere to make it reroll.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Okay. Bringing out the big guns. First Fate Sphere for Lucius. I will re-roll that save. 16.
Alright. Bonus action, I'm going to use a Bardic Inspiration and looking towards Ellison. I'm gonna sing out to him. I don't wanna be the one the battles always choose, 'cause inside I realize that I'm the one confused. That's your Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, it is.
And what's the range on your Bardic Inspiration?
That is 60 feet.
Ellison, you just barely hear a bit of singing coming from the other side of the room, but you're not quite able to make out.
Damn. Should have asked. All right. And then I'm going to move to follow Ellison along the wall.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That is the end of Lucius' turn. We are at Courteous.
How far away is the creature from me?
60 feet.
60 feet?
Yeah.
Alright. Courteous will take out a dart, and he'll just chunk it at the beast, so it's at disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage due to range. So 18 total. Your dart, your aim is true, and you aim center of mass, and it strikes the creature dead in the chest and then just falls to the ground harmlessly.
Oh. Okay. He looks back at Shay, and it's nice to have some people to fight with. This thing's looking really, really powerful. And that is his turn.
Next up is Ellison.
So question, is this ring of fire like just the outer ring is fiery, or is the whole thing is filled with fire?
There's a bit of flames kind of dancing on the edge, but it's not like a wall of fire or anything. It's better to think of it as a hole in the material plane, and from your vantage point you can see like fire and crumbled buildings and ruin in what appears to be another dimension.
Move halfway between these pillars. So toward Nub, I'm gonna move. I think I can do it with 20, maybe
20
I might have to do all 30. Okay, I think I have to do all 30 and get closer to the creature then. And then I'm gonna point at it and like kind of whistle like a little jaunty tune, and as I do so, like small little fey-like creatures like kind of come out from my lips as like these green and blue and violet flames, and I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on it.
Sweet.
So I need a Dexterity save 13 from it.
Okay. Fairy Fire is cast. It doesn't have a dex save, so I'm just using its ability score. 5.
Oh, sweet.
Fails.
Okay, it is Fairy Fired. It is, oh god, I never cast the spell, so what does it do? It is, for the duration, which is 1 hour, it is 1 minute, concentration. Attack rolls made against it have advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature cannot benefit from being invisible. If there are any other invisible creatures within 20 feet of the origin point, they also become visible as they become shrouded in colors of blue, green, and violet fire. As a bonus action, then I'm going to continue whistling, and this time you're going to watch as flowers kind of come out from the tune, and I'm going to whistle a jaunty little ditty for him, and I'm going to give him Bardic Inspiration.
I cannot hear this.
Oh, mother.
Oh.
Yep. I waste Bardic.
Okay. Tridex.
Forgot.
It is your turn.
Completely.
Tridex is hurt. First off, Tridex is going to actually use his racial Misty Step, which is not a cast, and go towards Shay and that group 30 feet.
30 feet. Tridex vanishes and then reappears next to the dais.
No one's within 10 feet of me, right?
Correct.
Okay, at that point, I'd like to use my movement to try to honestly get behind that pillar or the wall or whatever's over there.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And at that point, he's going to use his action to drink Ioto's ointment, just to try and regain some hit points.
Okay. You apply the ointment using your action.
6 hit points.
6 back. It is now the creature's turn. As it turns to survey the battlefield, responding to Lucius, it says,
I have spent enough time in the hells for now. I think I'll stay here for a while, thank you.
Damn.
that is a 2. It is heading towards Courteous.
Fate Spear.
And so it begins. First Fate Sphere used by Courteous. Next roll is a 4. Nub.
How far away? 5, 10, 15, 20, 21. Bring it on.
Nub is going to take...
I'm not a coward anymore.
Turns around. Walking over a pillar. No, it doesn't really.
Oh, I did not mean to hit that, sorry.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35... 40. He cares not for the structure of this place. 40 feet of movement. He will first use his whip towards...
Okay, I have a mirror image, don't forget.
Yep. Okay, so the first to hit, that thing can move, is a 25.
We have to decide if it's going toward one of the images first.
Yep.
There's...
Do you want to roll that?
Sure, it's just a D20. So if you roll a 6 or higher, it goes to the mirror image.
All right, so it whips one of your images, 25, which destroys the image. And you see it try to like pull the image to no avail as there was nothing there to grab. It's going to move its 45th foot of movement and will try to strike towards Nub with its longsword. Do you want to roll your mirror image?
Yeah.
16. So it's now targeting one of the mirror images again. With its longsword, that would be a 29 to hit.
Well, hit.
As your second mirror image is removed. That's the end of round 2. Top of round 3. Nub, it is your turn.
I am going to use Blessing of the Raven Queen to basically Misty Step as close as I can get to that pillar that there's no one around.
Yep. Here we go. 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 as Nub apparates further away.
Okay, and then I'm going to move 30 feet around that pillar and then up toward the party where there's 3 gathered.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, move me over a little bit closer to the wall in case something comes out of that damn hole.
Sure. Right there?
All right.
I feel real lonely here.
So that's a bonus action. That's an action. No, I mean a movement for my action. I am going to attack that big thing with an Eldritch Blast.
Attack roll, please.
And a blast that I missed the last time, and I could have got a critical hit on it. Will you put a bless ring on me, please?
For sure. There you go.
Come on.
15 plus
not.
D4.
That's not.
You have advantage on the attack roll.
Yeah, I've got advantage, and I just used a custom roll, Dave. I don't know how you want me to do that. I should have clicked on the Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, it's okay. So that one misses. So just go ahead and roll your Eldritch Blast again, and then we'll add D4.
That's a 1, even with the blast.
Yeah.
It won't.
Not going to be enough as the Eldritch Blast sails wide, striking the pillar.
Hey, Dave. That first Eldritch Blast didn't include his +5 to hit. So
yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, I see. So what would the total have been before?
It was 15 with a D20 plus 1d4 and then +5, so it should be a 20, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, 20 is enough to hit. Go ahead and roll your damage, please. 8.
So that's 8 plus 2 from the Hexblade's Curse, so that's 10 force damage.
Got it.
And knock his ass 10 feet into the corner.
10 feet back into the corner. It's currently here, so 5, 10. All right, Shay.
Tridex, how you looking there, buddy?
Can't hear what you're saying, apparently.
Visually. How are you looking?
He's hurt.
Pretty significant burn mark across his chest, a bit of an electrical char, pretty deep cut across his midsection, I'd say.
All right, I will cast Cure Wounds on Tridex.
Cure Wounds is cast at what level?
1.
Level 1.
Oh, sweet. 11.
11 back.
Okay. My poor spiritual weapon, just following him around like a puppy. Move it as 20 feet. Well, it actually has to stay within 60 feet of me, I think.
Okay.
Does anybody know?
No, it does not.
Okay. Alright, so I guess just move it 20 feet closer to it.
Yep, done.
And that will be it for me.
Lucius.
How close am I currently to the creature?
20 feet.
20 feet? Alright. Quick question. How far was it whenever it used its whip?
Like you want the range of the whip?
Yes.
So far, you've seen it hit people at least 20 feet away.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Con save. And what's your DC?
13.
It's plus 12 to that. He succeeds your casting of blindness, deafness. Courteous, it is your turn. 2 minutes on the clock.
So I look at both Shay and Trident, knowing that Trident can't hear me. I get his attention, trying to communicate that I'm about to cast a spell, and kind of pointing at the ground of a 20-foot area and I communicate to Shay that I'm about to cast darkness, and so we are surrounded in darkness. So I spend 2 key points to do that.
Okay.
And that is my action.
All right, just 1 sec.
It's deathly quiet in here.
So scared.
This is...
That's what Tridex is thinking.
I like that all of Everybody else left the bards alone with the big monster.
Yeah.
Everybody within that circle is now considered blind, but no one can see into that circle. Ellison.
Well, shit. I'm really sorry, Lucius. But good luck. And I'm gonna like quickly whistle something. Oh no, I can't. I'm gonna whistle something, and behind me, there is going to be a like quickly misted like portal that opens up, and I am going to use my feet allowed misty step to get the hell out of the way. So I'm gonna move 30 feet toward the group, but in between where the darkness ends and I don't remember who, the Gandalf figure.
Okay.
Me, no.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Yep. The bonus action. As an action,
All alone.
Sure, why not? As an action, I'm gonna point at the creature and say, "And you smell bad too," and cast Vicious Mockery. It's a DC 13 whiz, which I know he has a plus 12. So
DC 13 Wisdom?
Yep.
Total of 14.
Oh, wait, well, he saves. I thought he had a. Oh, geez.
No, Wisdom is the one that's lower. Oh, sorry, my bad. I clicked on Wisdom check. His Wisdom save is a 9, so it's actually 6 higher than that.
Yeah, I was like, I've seen him succeed on multiple Wisdom checks now.
It's a 20, my bad.
Okay, well, he still smells bad, and I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to. Can I walk around the darkness into the corner back here, or like?
Yeah, I mean, you can see where the darkness begins and ends, but the sphere does go all the way to the wall here.
Actually, I think what I'm gonna do instead, I'm actually gonna move behind Nub.
Move behind Nub?
Like against the wall, but yeah, behind Nub. Yeah.
There we go.
Nub, whatever I can do to help, you just let me know, and that's the turn.
Tridex, you are currently deaf and blind.
Regular Tuesday. Tridex. Yeah. Tridex is going to rage again. Given that last turn he lost it. And he's going to take out a javelin, and he knew where the monster was. And he's just going to throw it at disadvantage.
Sure. I mean, it's disadvantage for being blind, it's disadvantage for range. What's the max range on the javelin, actually?
120.
But he has... It doesn't matter.
It's a normal roll.
Yeah, it's a normal roll because he's got advantage.
On the creature.
For free fire.
Yeah, you guys are right. Normal roll.
23 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, sweet.
Shooting into the darkness, trying to remember where this giant beast is, your javelin spears him in the chest for a total of...
+2, so I believe it's 13 damage.
13 damage. 13 non-magical piercing?
Yep. And with that, I'm actually going to take a step around to kind of the back of the darkness circle.
Back this way?
Towards the corner, but staying within it.
One step?
One more. Yep, that's good.
Staying within it, you said.
Yeah, can you turn me around?
You're not facing the wall.
I don't know why. Like here, presenting my back.
Your huge axes in the way.
And you just, with that, I say, thanks for the heal, Shay. That's my turn.
With that, it is the creature's turn once again, rolling to see who it will attack. It is Tridex.
Let's see what happens. Taking another one for the team here.
Another one for the team.
Let's see, because there's that new movement rule.
It's super far, and he can't see me. I'm not too sure what will happen.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. They can fly 80.
Damn.
Of course.
He is going
All is this room?
to fly.
Oh my. We do not see this thing coming.
Lucius sighs
So-
with relief.
Yeah.
Question: can he see us?
Ye-
I'm curious how he knows where I am, but I'll defer to your judgment.
This creature has true sight to 120 feet.
Gross.
So, seeing you all within the magical darkness, he focuses once again on Tridex. First, with the Flame Whip, which has advantage because you are blind. 19.
Which is a shame because that. Oh, it's 14. It's gonna hit me if I get him to reroll, so I'll take it.
You're gonna take it? Okay. So the slashing damage is 15, reduced to 7. And then you also take 9 fire, reduced to 4. I need you to make a strength saving throw, please. 26 on that roll. Once again, that whip wraps around you and it tries to pull you deeper into darkness, but you stand fast. The longsword now swinging towards you with advantage. An 18.
I'll Fate Sphere this. I'm gonna regret this because I'm gonna be doing it forever.
Second one. 19.
No, I'm just gonna take it. There's no way I'm gonna get him to go low enough.
So from that longsword strike, 22 slashing reduced to 11.
Ooh.
And 11 lightning reduced to 5.
I'm still up.
Okay.
God, dang.
All right, that ends the creature's turn. It is now the beginning of round 4. Nub, it is your turn.
What were the dimensions you said of the room?
I believe it's a 90-foot square. I'll just double check that for you guys right now.
So he can go all the way across the room and attack.
He can move all the way across the room and attack, almost like someone planned it.
How did that happen? Okay. I am going to cast Eldritch Blast as an action at advantage because of the fairy fire and the darkness does not seem to bother my targeting. There's the 20s and I didn't know how to add those to that, and there's the 4, so I got an 18 plus 3.
21 is
That's
enough
a
to hit. Go ahead and roll your damage, please, Nub.
Hit him again. 10 plus 2 from the Hexblade's curse. Take 12 more off of him.
12 force damage.
I am going to move behind the pillar that's closest to me back toward Lucius. Put the pillar between me and the creature, and I'm going to try to get some cover in case he does attack.
Yep, it is enough to give you half cover.
And I'm done.
Shay, you are blinded, and you know this creature is beside you. You can just feel the power and just the weight of this being beside you, although you cannot see him, luckily for you.
Oh boy.
You would have heard Tridex probably making some sort of noise as he took some damage from those 2 blows. And you still sense Courteous is right in front of you, beside you.
From me healing him before, would it be okay that my hand stayed on Tridex?
So Tridex moved, so he's not currently within touch range.
Okay.
But I would say that you would have been able to sense the direction that he went.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at first level at this beast that I feel looming over me.
Okay, it is a straight roll with being blinded and with fair fire.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is enough to hit the creature. Please roll your damage for Guiding Bolt.
These bolts are going to be sand formed into glass, and she's going to just send them forward. 14 radiant damage.
14 radiant damage incoming to the creature. And it would have advantage, but it already has advantage from the fairy fire. The next attack, I mean.
She is going to try to reach around for where she thinks Tridex would have went and kind of give him a tug in a direction. And that direction would be in the direction of Nub. I'm not going to pull him, I'm not forcing him, but I'm just giving like a slight pull.
Little yank.
Yep. And Shay is going to cast Face Step. So very briefly, a little of snow, and she's going to teleport towards Nub, 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, as you're now out of the darkness. And I used 5 feet of your movement to get to Tridex to give him that little tug.
Okay. And the demon has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, rolling wisdom saving throw for the creature now. It is a 14.
Okay, nothing happened.
Very well.
I still have movement, so if you can just back me up by Ellison is over by the pillar there.
Ellison's right here.
Oh, I thought that was Nub. All right, then by Nub, by the pillar.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Already used 5.
What was that effect, excuse me, that since I could see through the dark, what happened when you teleported out?
That was a face step. Pretty much, and when I used it, it just for flavor, a little poof of snow as she did that.
So it had no game effect?
He passed his saving throw. He would have been frightened if he failed.
Lucius, it's your turn.
Is there any way that I can get within 60 feet of the creature?
I imagine if you used your movement, here you're within 60.
Alright, I'll try to get within that range and a little closer to Nub if I have the extra movement.
There you go.
And then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the creature, and it has to make a Wisdom 13 save.
Wisdom 13 save. It rolls a 2 and fails.
Yes! Alright. It takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay, sounds good. So go ahead and roll your damage first.
11 psychic damage.
11 psychic. And then it must immediately use its reaction to move as far away from you as possible?
Yes.
Which, to me, based on where you are, would mean he would move 5, 10, and would actually be in this corner here.
I'm going to look to Shay and sing out really quickly. I don't know what's worth fighting for, or why I have to scream. I don't know why I instigate and say what I don't mean. And give you Bardic Inspiration, Shay. So you get a D6.
Thank you.
Nicely done. Courteous, your turn, 2 minutes on the clock. You two are blind, but you can sense that the creature is behind you.
I will drop concentration on darkness. And I will then position myself to be flanking with Tridex.
Yeah, I'll put you over there and you should be good.
Alright. And then 17 to hit.
17 to hit does not hit as he brings up his own longsword and blocks your strike.
Okay. I will then bonus action Blessing of the Raven and teleport 30 feet backwards.
30 feet back. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets you to here.
And then I will use the rest of my 40 feet of movement to get behind that pillar if I can.
Okay.
That pillar that's over there.
Also wanted to say real quick, Courteous, did you do 2 attacks since you had advantage?
It's
Oh.
still just one
No, I did
attack when
not.
you have advantage. It's just that it's.
Well, he was saying I
2
didn't
rolls.
roll twice. I didn't roll twice.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll again.
So 22 to hit.
22 would have hit, yeah. Go ahead and roll your damage. So 6 magical slashing damage. Right, Ellison, your turn. 2 minutes on the clock.
I'm going to reach into my pack and grab a black slender wand, and like from its tip pull like a strand of spider silk, and I'm going to use one of the charges from my wand of web, targeting effectively the Balor and the walls where its wings are kind of attached to. It's gonna be a DC 15 something save.
Okay, and it's
Dexterity saving throw.
15-foot area of effect? Is that what it is? 15?
If the web's it's a range 60, 20-foot cube.
20-foot cube. Okay, just one second. The center placed where?
Well, I can't quite see exactly where he is, but I'd like to effectively anchor it so that it traps his wings to the wall behind him.
Okay, narratively. So right in the back corner then. So do you want it full corner or like out a bit?
Originating from the corner and like doing the thing out would be narratively more.
Up high, down low.
Up high, sorry.
Okay, so within the area of effect is both the creature and Tridex. So we need to make DC 15 strength.
Dexterity saving throws. And as Ellison does this, he's gonna just like, this is the worst game of tag I've ever played.
You want me to make that save too, Dave?
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Dave, I think Web, you actually make it at the start of your turn. Whoever's in the area.
You are right. It is each creature that starts its turn in the web enters during its turn must make a dex save. On a failed save, the creature is restrained. Creature restrained by the web can use the action to make a strength check. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
I was wrong.
Yep, thanks for pointing that out, Todd.
So then, as a bonus action, oh god, I just remembered that Tridex still can't hear me. Movement. I'm gonna run over to this corner as far away as possible. Like, I don't want to be near that thing if it gets out. I'm gonna hide, if possible, behind / between these two these two other minis, if at all possible. Yeah.
Okay.
Mommy, Daddy, save me. And then as a bonus action, I am going to, I don't remember the lyrics exactly, but Ellison's gonna like repeat what Lucy is saying last time. This time targeting Nub with a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Oh, sweet. Thanks.
And that is my turn. All right. That's bardic inspiration number 3. End of your turn. Okay, Tridex, it is now your turn. Strength saving throw, please.
It's Dex first to see if they're restrained.
Okay.
13.
13, not enough for the DC 15, so you are restrained.
Okay, I plan on doing with restrained, movement 0.
You can use an action to break the restraint.
Okay, I'm going to... He's within 5 feet of me, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to attack him with my rapier.
Yeah, go ahead and give me your attack roll, please. 17 is not enough as he deflects it with his own sword.
Okay, and then I'm going to once again use Phase Step just to get away from him. I'm going to follow the tug that was on my armor, and so I'll go along the wall 30 feet in that direction.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and no longer restrained.
All right. And I'm going to go another 10, 15 feet along the wall as well.
5, 10, 15.
Yep.
Ellison, you cast the Fairy Fire, correct?
Yeah.
Concentration spell, and you use the wand to cast a web spell. So he's no longer Fairy Fired.
Yeah, if the wand says you can use a charge to cast web, then it's treated the same as casting web yourself. Oh. And if it's concentration, then...
Well, cool. I guess I'm concentrating on web now, guys.
Okay. All right, it is now the creature's turn. D6
Dex save
to choose our target. Nub.
God damn it. Not again.
Oh, and I'm just going to move this back to you, though, just so we don't lose it. You still got your one mirror image.
Dexterity save for the web?
Yeah, okay. Dexterity save for the web. 21.
Yeah, well, there's that.
Okay, so Nub will use one Fate Sphere to re-roll that.
Okay, Fate Sphere being used by Nub. Re-rolling for the target. This time it is a 4, which is Nub.
Roll it again.
Another Lucius situation going on. We do. A 4.
Bring it on.
Bringing it on. All right. As he turns his attention to Nub, he will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. hover right here. First thing he'll do is the whip nub. So this is...
Let's roll the last mirror image.
Okay. Go for it. And this time it's what, a 10?
11. One more time, have him roll that Fate Sphere, re-roll the mirror image. What is that, 3 Fate Spheres for me?
Yep.
Is that 3 or 4?
I've got 3.
I've got 3. I'm gonna use one more.
Okay, 4th one. An 8.
Bring it on.
Alright, Flaming Whip first. An 18 to hit.
I use my last spell slot to cast shield.
Okay, you cast shield, raising your AC by 5. The whip does not hit. He'll now attack with the longsword for 32.
That'll hit.
And the longsword will deal 23 slashing damage plus 15 lightning damage.
Nub had 10 temporary hit points from the heroism potion. Unfortunately, he did not get any of the first 5, but he's still up.
Okay. That ends the creature's turn. We're at the top of round 5, and it is Nub's turn.
Nub, as a bonus action, Nub will drink a greater healing potion.
19 hit points back with a pretty crazy healing potion roll.
Drink a potion as an action or bonus action, or is it only a bonus action?
Yeah, I'm gonna pause your time. I mean, normally in D&D it's an action. We let it be a bonus. I could let it be an action.
Okay. So instead of a bonus action, I'm gonna use my action to drink the greater healing potion.
Okay.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to use Blessing of the Raven Queen to teleport 30 feet out to the right of everybody. Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I'll take my movement and move 10 feet back toward the wall a little bit more. And then I'm done.
10 feet back towards the wall, straight back or diagonally back?
Just straight back.
Straight back 10 feet. Okay. Shay, it is your turn. You're 10 feet from the creature. I made a mistake. Yep. I'm going to let it go because I made the mistake. But you guys would have seen when Courteous struck the creature with a melee attack, flames would have shot out from his body, searing the attacker. But I forgot to mention it, so I'm not going to do it right now, but just keep that in mind for any melee attacks that hit him.
When I hit him with Guiding Bolt earlier, did it seem like he took any more significant damage than anything else? Because I know we saw something bouncing off of him and stuff like that.
With your passive perception, you didn't notice that it seemed like it took any additional damage.
Okay. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the creature.
Right.
So it'll be a Dex 13 saving throw.
14.
Yeah, of course.
Barely passes it.
And you said I'm 10 feet?
That's correct.
May I ask if I move, is that still within his range, being that he's larger?
You've seen his weapons reach as far as 20 feet. Or at least the web.
So that would count as attack of opportunity if I were to move?
He would have the option to take one.
Okay. Oh, alright. Bonus action, I'm gonna use my other face step then.
Okay.
I will go 30 feet behind him.
30
towards the web.
Feet behind him, so 5, 10.
And it would be a Wisdom 13 saving throw.
Wisdom 13. He has a +9 for a total of 25.
Yeah, nothing happens. I will continue running towards the web without going into it.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20?
That's fine. Yep.
Okay. And that ends Shay's turn. Lucius, you are up.
I'm gonna pull a dagger from my boot and throw it at the creature.
Right. Attack roll, please.
I do also have Bless from the Heroism potion still. So I get a D4 to that as well.
Yep, and I didn't have a marker on you, so I'm gonna put it on you now. So even with the D4 maxed out, you can't hit him with that roll. The dagger goes wide.
That's gonna end my turn.
Right. That's the end of Lucius' turn. Courteous, it is your turn.
He will pull out another dart and make an attack at disadvantage.
Yep. 21 to hit at disadvantage with the dart. Does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage, please. 5 non-magical piercing damage. Strike the creature. As your dart, impales into his wing.
And that'll be his turn.
Ellison, it is your turn.
So Ellison is going to point the wand again and stop concentrating on the last web and try and throw another one up.
All right.
How tall is this room?
30 feet.
So I could set it from the ceiling down.
Yeah, I'd allow you to do that.
That is what I would like to do this time, so I don't accidentally catch Tridex again.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna put
right.
it.
You can see that Ellison is visibly frustrated that the last one missed. I am gonna go zoom quick in the other direction and start moving 30 feet toward the opposite wall. That way. Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
What do I do as bonus actions? That's a what I got.
All right, Tridex, it is your turn.
Tridex is looking at the situation and thinking about how hopeless this is. And so he attempts to change tactics. He's going to move behind the creature to a range of about 10 feet away. No, the other side.
This way?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20.
And then I'm going to take out my javelin and tell everyone, this is fruitless. The only way we're going to get through this is if someone goes down. And I'm targeting Nub with, I'm dropping my rapier first off, just to the ground, and I'm targeting Nub with a javelin.
I see. Okay, you're dropping your rapier, which is here, this black crystal. You're targeting Nub?
Yep.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45, 50, 60 feet.
Okay.
You got to target the mirror for image first.
Yep, so go ahead and do your roll, Nub.
It's me. It goes for me.
Goes for you?
Yeah.
Okay. I am at disadvantage because I'm more than 30 feet away.
Yep.
So I'll just roll twice. So 12.
Does a 12 hit you, Nub?
No.
Alright, Javelin goes sailing wide.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to drink the other potion that I have, which cures me of deafness. Say, I can hear again! And that's my turn.
You are no longer deaf.
Hey.
Alright, it is now the creature's turn. As it looks amongst all of you, hungry for a kill, it targets Courteous.
Fate Spear.
Fate Sphere used. Next one. 4 again, Nub.
Fate Sphere.
Fate Sphere used. Another d6 being rolled. This time a 6 for Tridex.
Fate Sphere.
Fate Sphere, number 4. I feel like this is the TSN turning point here, folks. A 3 for Lucius.
Taking it.
He's taking it. Oh. It is now the creature's turn, so it has to make a Dex saving throw first.
Yep.
DC 15, it gets a 21. It is not trapped by the webs.
10.
So it will.
I am going to have it re-roll that with disadvantage. I'm going to use a Fate Sphere for that.
Okay. Fate Sphere being used by Ellison, his first. We are re-rolling. The Dex saving throw is a natural 1 for a 3.
It is restrained.
It is restrained.
It can use an action to make a strength save and still break out of it.
Alright. Rather than deal with this mortal spell, it is going to use the teleport action.
Mother of God.
Teleport out of the web and place himself here. But that does use its action. So it cannot attack. Top of round 6, and we are back to Nub.
Okay. For my action, I use a spell scroll and cast mirror image again.
All right.
I will use my action or my movement to move toward the doors, staying with within his reach.
Okay, sounds good. 5, 10, 15 movement, and actually 20 movement will put you there.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, Shay, it is your turn.
Okay, again, visually, Tridex, how are you looking?
This time I can tell you, I am beyond rough.
Alright, I will go up to Tridex and I will cast Cure Wounds. First level.
Okay, first level Cure Wounds.
8.
8 back.
Thank you.
Yep. I think finally my spiritual weapon is able to actually make it to him. Can you please move it 20 feet in its direction?
20, yep. Attack roll, please.
The hourglass breaks and the sand just comes out and waves at him. It sounded way cooler if it would have hit.
9 is not enough.
Alright, that's fine.
Alright, Lucius, it is your turn.
He looks at the creature and then takes his lute and strums a hard chord as he casts Shatter. And he wants it. It's a 10-foot cube.
Mm-hmm.
Can he get it to hit both the creature and someone else?
Yes, that is possible. I'll just show you the board. So, you are currently here. He is 10 feet from you. He's occupying a 15-foot square in this area. Then you also have Ellison and Nub are here. Ellison is engaged and Nub is 10 feet from the creature.
I'm gonna have to hit Ellison with it.
Okay, so you're targeting it to hit Ellison and the creature?
Yes, Constitution 13 saving throw.
Alright. Constitution saving throw, please, Ellison.
I am actually very sad right now.
That's a 10.
10, alright, and the creature will make a con save. You only got a 3 on the die, but it's a 15 total.
So that's 3d8 to Ellison and half as much to the creature.
Lots of ones.
Whoa, okay,
no.
17 to Ellison and 8 on the creature.
Now that he is able to hear, he sings out to Tridex. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. And gives him inspiration.
Right, Bardic Inspiration.
The last one. Better use it well.
Alright, anything?
How long do those last again? I'm sorry.
10 minutes.
He's gonna move like 5 feet back.
5 feet back this way?
Yes.
Very well. You are now 15 feet from the creature.
And that ends.
As you take that step away, the creature's going to use its reaction to take an opportunity attack with its longsword. Which is a 29 to hit. For 23 slashing damage. And 8 lightning damage for a total of 31.
I'm still standing. Yeah.
I would like to use a Fate Sphere to have him reroll that lightning damage.
Oh.
Okay.
Or is it the whole damage that it rerolls?
It's just one die. It's not the whole
Let's reroll
damage,
the
it's
two.
just one die.
Let's reroll the 2.
Okay. 2 again.
Same.
Well,
Look, guess what? I'm using my last one. Roll that one again.
I'm using one to cancel that one.
Okay. Alright. Nub used his last one, but...
Hey, I sent you a private message.
Okay. But Lucius used one to cancel it. Courteous, it's your turn.
So I will step forward a little bit and pull out another dart and let it fly.
You take 5 steps, you say? 5 feet?
Yeah. Just about 5 feet. So
that's 40 feet away currently.
Okay. Well, I just rolled a 5 or whatever that was, 11, maybe 4.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough.
No matter what, I'm going to miss.
Yeah, because you have disadvantage on it, I imagine, with a dart at that range.
Yep, so I'll move back behind the pillar, and that'll be my turn.
Ellison, it is your turn, and you are 5 feet from the creature.
Could I possibly see if he has any kind of, like, key or something on his person that might go to this door?
Would you like to use your perception as your action to find that out?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, make a perception check, please.
Because I 100% forgot there was a door in the first place. It's an 18.
18. You can actually see that around his neck is a necklace with 2 keys on it.
Okay. That's useful for later. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Misty Step.
All right.
And move 30 feet away.
Want to go left or right?
Let's do 30 feet toward... also, the concentration on the web is gone. I got hit. I also was going to drop it this turn anyway. Toward the pillar in the back where the blue stone is. Yep, and then I'm going to use the other 30 feet of my movement to get closer to the pillar. When I stop moving, I'm going to tell the 2 characters next to me, he's got keys around his neck!
Good boy.
All right, Tridex, it's your turn.
Sorry, Tridex is going to see the mirror images around Nub now and decide that it just isn't worth it. And he looks around the field of battle at the others and then at the monster. And he says out loud, let's... and he just tosses a dart at the monster.
Okay, go ahead and make.
You see indecision on his face.
9, not enough as the dart goes wide. Anything else for Tridex?
You also have the D6. Well,
yeah, Tridex isn't going to waste it right now. He steps away from Shay, only so that and he goes, I don't want the monster to be near both of us. And he actually goes about 15, 20 feet in that direction. Yep.
Okay, it is now the creature's turn. At the beginning of his turn, there was no one within 5 feet of him. So he looks around to see who he will attack. With a 4, it is Nub, who has no fate spheres left. 18. So
it's a mirror image.
yeah, first one hits a mirror image. And then his longsword. If you want to go ahead and make another mirror image roll. Looking for an 8 or higher.
Got it.
Got it. Another one is gone. I'm gonna move to here. We are at the top of round 7 now, folks, with Nub. And here, I thought this was going to be over in round 2 once again. Proven wrong.
Somehow but it feels like not cooperation that's making this hard.
Last round, Ellison, no, I don't think it was Ellison. I think it was Lucius. Lucius got the attack of opportunity, correct?
Yeah.
So I could see that, and he moved from 10 to 15 feet.
That's when he got hit.
Or
yeah,
when he got hit. Okay. All right. Can I move around him and up a little bit and get a bead on Tridex?
You can try.
Can I see him from there?
Here. Yeah. You have line of sight. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna cast an Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast coming at Tridex.
At him.
19.
Plus the D4.
Yeah. 21.
Yep, that hits.
Go ahead and roll your damage as your Eldritch Blast strikes Tridex.
10 force damage.
Tridex will take it.
10 force.
And visually, does it look like he is raging? Can I tell that? I don't know.
You mad, bro?
Hard to tell. Okay, Shay, it's your turn.
I'm running low on spell slots, so I'm gonna go for my Sacred Flame on him again. So another Dex 13.
Dex 13 from the creature is a fail, so go ahead and roll your damage, please.
6 radiant.
6 radiant.
And bonus action, my spiritual weapon. If it's not in range, if you can put it closer to him.
Attack roll,
Okay,
please.
let's
Spiritual weapon.
blast him with some sand. Maybe. 17?
No, that is not enough. As
I'm going to use my point of inspiration to add a d6.
okay, sounds good.
6.
23 does hit. Please roll your damage.
Okay. Oh, come on. Alright, 4 force damage.
4 force damage.
And that's it.
All right, Lucius.
Bonus action. Drink my potion of greater healing.
8 hit points back, 12 total.
12 hit points back. And then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on it again. Wisdom 13 save.
Wisdom 13 save for Dissonant Whispers. 22.
Alright, he takes 3d6 half piercing psychic damage.
Okay. Total of 6 psychic damage. Courteous, it's your turn.
He will step out from behind the pillar and chunk another dart.
Okay.
And he will fail. He'll go back behind the pillar. Wait to see what happens.
Ellison, it is your turn.
The creature is on the floor, yes? Like standing on the ground?
Yep.
Not flying?
Standing on the ground.
Well, you never know. Maybe third time's the charm. And I pull another spider silk from the wand, and I fling it and I cast web again. This time, I believe I can get Nub and the creature in it.
Okay, so you target Nub and the creature.
And I think, like, as I'm doing this, I also like look over toward Tridex, and like the expression on my face is like, I know you're right. This is just not fun. Like very begrudgingly doing this. I like Nub. And then as a bonus, I cry a little bit. And with my movement, I am going to get into this corner, the back right corner, like a something, A1-ish. That's it. That's what I got.
Tridex.
Tridex is gonna take out one of his javelins and throw it right back at Nub.
I've got one more image up.
Oh yeah, he has to roll the image first.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Okay, so it hits the last image.
I think you still have to roll to see if you hit the image.
Yeah, you got a
Don't you?
22, I believe.
Oh, you got a 22 on attack roll?
Yeah, at disadvantage.
At disadvantage?
Yeah, you had a 15 and an 18. Yeah.
Yeah. It hit it.
Okay, so the last mirror image is gone.
And I would like to move five more steps away. Just sorry, just 5 feet. Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
Creature's turn. Target selection is a 6 Tridex.
Bait Spear.
Bait Spear used. Rolling again. 4. Nub. Man, so many 4s being rolled, Nub.
Roll it up.
Before it attacks, it needs to make a dex save.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, Dex save, DC 15. It is a...
Yep.
14.
It's restrained.
He's restrained.
It's restrained, so it has disadvantage on the attack.
I feel like all my spells were just backhanded compliments.
So, I'm gonna say something here, though. At the beginning of its turn, so before... since it's me operating the turn here, I'm going to say at the start of the Balor's turn, each creature within 5 feet of it takes, and that is Lucius. Only Lucius is affected by this. He takes 13 fire damage.
Aft because of hellish resistance.
This drops it to 6. Yeah, drops it to 6 for you. Now, question for my eyes of truth here, and it goes out to all of you. This flame aura that it shoots out, it says each creature within 5 feet, but do you think that would hit the web?
Does it also have the flammable objects clause?
Yeah, it does actually. Sorry, you're right. And flammable objects in the aura that aren't being worn or carried ignite.
Okay, so as the verbiage on web says, the webs are flammable. Any 5-foot cube of web exposed to fire burns away in 1 round, dealing 2d4 damage to any creature that starts its turn in the fire.
Okay. So to me, all of that web around him would burn, and I think probably last turn that should have happened too. I just missed it, so...
Oh, the first, yeah.
So I would say he's unaffected by the web, so his attacks would be normal.
Okay. Does that set the fire under Nub, or the web under Nub on fire?
Well, I don't know, because it's only the 5 feet right around me, so unless the fire spreads, but doesn't sound like it.
Is the Balrog immune to fire? If not, he takes some fire damage, correct?
He is immune.
2d4 for each square
he's
in.
immune to fire. Whip attack coming in first. A 16.
No.
Right, and then the longsword. A 30.
Yes.
All right. 30 for 21 slashing damage.
That drops me right there.
Okay, so you're down. And I guess, it doesn't matter how... Well, wait. What hit points are you at?
I went exactly to 0 with that.
Okay, so you were at 21?
Right.
Okay. That brought you to 0. But this
Is
addition...
it part of the same attack? Is the lightning part of the same attack?
It is, but it was only an additional 10, so it didn't...
So I'm still at 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the end of the creature's turn. It is now top of round 8. Nub, it is your turn. I need a death saving throw, please.
Okay. Failure.
1 fail. Okay. It is now Shay's turn in, round 8?
Okie dokie. It's not broke. Do not fix it. I'm gonna do Sacred Flame on it. Again, Dex 13.
Sacred Flame, Dex 13. There we go. It is a natural 1. Go ahead and roll your damage, please.
7 radiant.
7 radiant.
And bonus action, my spiritual weapon.
Attack roll for that, please.
Get some sand in your eyes. Oh, that was close. That was almost a 1. Oof.
A
20.
That is enough to hit as well. Please roll the damage for your spiritual weapon.
8 force damage.
8 force damage. Anything else for Shay?
She's gonna look over at Ellison. And you said you saw keys. If Nub makes his way back, that might be our only way out. Do you have any ideas? That's it.
Okay. Lucius.
First thing, casting Cure Wounds on myself. 3, 8. Can I move like 5 feet back so I'm out of the aura?
5 feet back.
That's gonna end my turn.
Courteous.
Courteous will... You said it's 40 feet between the pillars?
Yeah.
He will run behind the pillar that's right there beside the monster.
This one here?
So, yes. And stand it behind that one.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I have 40 feet.
35, 40.
Yes.
Okay.
I will throw another dart at it while
Disadvantage on the dart. A 15 to hit the dart. Misses its target and smashes into the wall.
Alright. And that will be his turn.
Ellison in the corner down here.
I'm gonna nod to Shay. I think I can do it. Can I both stow an object and pull another one out in the same turn?
No, you can only do one, but you can drop an object on the ground for free and then pull one out.
I don't want to drop my wand. But I'm gonna have to. I'm going to drop the wand.
Okay, this is your wand here.
Reach into my bag, and I'm going to pull out. Jesus Christ! I'm going to pull out a blue sapphire, and I'm going to whisper something in Sylvan, like clutch it really hard, and wind's going to start conjuring around me. And I am going to use an elemental gem to summon an air elemental within 90 feet of me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Where would you like it to be summoned?
By the monster.
By the base of the monster. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, it's 90 across the whole thing, so I could easily get to here.
The elemental gets its own initiative typically, or do you want it to act on my turn?
Go ahead and roll it.
Elemental. It's a +5. So let's see what I can do. How's it goes in 16.
11? Okay, so it goes after Courteous.
Okay. Then I'm going to instruct it to capture the keys from the Balor's neck.
Okay.
Because I have to use something on my turn to do that. And what's the action to pick up an item that you drop?
It would be your free object interaction or an action.
Got it. Okay, then that's it. That's what I got.
Tridex.
The fire is burning the web that Nub was in. I think it burns at a rate of like 5 feet per round. If that fire hits Nub, is that considering the monster killing him?
This might also matter. Conjured Elemental is also a concentration spell, so the web would disappear.
All right,
okay.
There we go. Web's gone.
That definitely matters.
But I would just, for the record, I would say no because it was. The fire was initiated by the creature, so yeah, that would have counted.
I don't think the fire continues to spread on its own, though.
I think the web spell said it did. I think that's what.
I think it says just the 5 foot area.
Okay.
Not the whole web.
Either way, it's
gone.
Well, with that, then I will target Nub on the ground, and I think I'm going to go forward. Can I get to within 30 feet of it? No, you know what? I'm within 60 feet, right? I'm going to just shoot a dart at him.
You're going to throw.
So with disadvantage.
You're throwing a dart, you said? Okay.
Yep.
Just making sure. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
13, so I think I missed anyways.
13 does not hit Nub.
And I look at Shay and Elysian and say there's a key. Let me know what I can do to help. That's my turn.
Alright, it is the creature's turn. D6 to see who it goes after. It is a 2. Courteous.
Fate Sphere.
Fate Sphere used. Rolling again. A 1. Ellison.
Absolutely not.
2. Courteous.
Fate Sphere.
It is 4th. 2. Courteous.
Fate Sphere.
Is 5th. 4.
Bring it on.
Nub, the creature turns towards you. Well, at the beginning of its turn, all the creatures within 5 feet are subject to its fire aura, which would include the air elemental, just to make sure.
Yep.
So the air elemental takes 10 fire damage. There's no save for this.
Okay.
Then with its attack, its longsword attack will be a crit, which causes 2 death save fails. Nub, is there anything that you know of that could save you from death at this moment?
Did he roll? I didn't see it.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I got ahead of myself. He has advantage on the attack.
Right.
I apologize. The first one's a 17.
And that's a miss.
All right. And then an 18.
No, that got me. That does it.
It couldn't have gotten any closer with a 3 or 4 on the die.
Oh,
Nub, anything that you have up your sleeve that could save you at this point?
I can't think of a thing.
Okay, with that, you are eliminated from the Crucible of Fate as portals begin to open up around everyone else. A quick check going through the initiative order. Shay, do you step through the portal?
Yes, please.
Lucius, do you step through the portal?
yes.
Courteous, do you step through?
No.
Nope, you remain behind. Okay. Ellison, do you step through?
I do not.
All right. Tridex, do you step through?
I do.
All right. In that case, Tridex is gone. Lucius is gone. Shay is gone. Nub has died. Courteous, it is your turn.
I want to move to Nub's body and loot it as I can with the creature right there. Now, does the portal stay where it's at, or does it move with me?
These portals stay where they're at.
Okay.
5, 10, 15 movement, and you use your action to loot?
Yes.
Okay. How many actions? You're spending one action to loot this turn. Any more
One
movement,
action.
or are you staying to loot another turn?
No, I'm not going to stay another turn, and I will use Lesson of the Raven Queen to teleport beside my portal and step through.
Okay. You step through after one round of looting. Ellison.
My elemental gets to go first.
Yep, you're right. My bad. Air elemental.
I would like to use its action to do a sleight of hand check and try and grab the keys.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. It gets a +5. I will just roll the d20. 20?
A 20. There is no passive here, so it would be 10. 13. Yeah, you managed to swipe the 2 keys. The elemental now has those 2 keys.
It's going to use its movement to run back to me.
How far is his movement?
90 feet.
Sweet.
Know that the room is 90, so it makes it all the way back to you. It is now your turn.
I'm going to thank the elemental. Thank you so much. You've done your job. And as my item interaction, I'm going to take the keys. As my action, I'm going to pick up my wand. Mm-hmm. I'm going to then use my movement to walk through my portal. When I walk through the portal, I jump through as though pushed by the gust of wind and fall on my knees on the other side when the other contestants see.
Sounds good. And with that, folks, Hunter and Hunted has come to an end, as has episode 8, part 1. We'll see you back here next time for part 2, where we'll do the IAs, escape the room, and split the party. Okay, take care, everyone. We'll see you next time.